That's better. A little better. Sorry, guys, I was out of focus. I think I might still be a little out of focus. I hope I'm not. I have a reading. It's me. Hi. Just in case you were wondering. It is the 17th of February? It's Monday. And I just was doing a little writing, and out of the blue, I thought, let's go do a reading on Trump. Let's just see what the cards say. And I'm really glad I did. I got a really good reading. I did a simple cross, and I used this deck, the Enchanted Forest, which is really beautiful. I showed it to you last time. This is what the box looks like. And it's a little different. Instead of cups, you have visions. Instead of swords, you have challenges. Instead of coins, you have boons. Instead of wands, you have spells. And interesting, because I just realized I read this 5 of Spells card. I have a 5 of Spells here in the past. And I read it as a 5 of Swords. And my guide still said that the meaning was true. Okay. So this was a reading I asked about Donald Trump and what his next 2 months are going to look like. And that was the question I posed. In the next 2 months, what is going to happen in Trump's world? And what can we expect? And then I had a follow-up question. I was watching, just FYI, I was watching Marie's, I think some of you might have watched her before, Marie's Table. Welcome to my table. And I've started watching her recently, and she's really good. And I really like her. I like her style. And she did a reading yesterday and saw April 1st as the day that Trump resigns. And I guess that's why I felt the need to do a reading today. I was like, what am I going to get? Am I going to get April 1st? I did not, but I think you'll like it. Still good news. According to the energy, and what she says on her channel, and I'll say it here, is that these readings take into account the energy as it is at this time, as it stands right now, as the energy is right now. Anything can change. Energy can change. This is why it's so important for us to hold the vision, okay? Hold these visions and hold the light and pray for light to expose the truth and to expose the lies and the deceit, to shine a light on the secrets that are being, and the corruption that are being perpetrated by this government. And the more of us who do that and do it with love in our hearts and hope in our hearts, and faith in our hearts that this is going to end. The more of us who do that, the faster this presidency is going to end. Okay, so this is really important. So let's just repeat that. Every single person who watches this video, please, every day, pray that light shines on the truth and brings the truth forward and shines a light on the lies, the deceit, the corruption, so that it is exposed. And envision light, white, brilliant light in your heart center, in your heart chakra. And hold on to that faith, and then hold the vision of just see it. See the secrets coming out. I'm sorry, I have a cat over here that's trying to get into a cabinet or out of a cabinet, and you might hear the door banging back and forth. I'm sorry about that. But hold the vision of, get the picture in your mind of the secrets being revealed, the corruption being revealed, the resignation, Donald Trump signing his resignation that he's leaving. Hold that vision and just breathe deeply. You've heard me say this before. Take 3 deep breaths. And as you're taking these deep breaths every day, you could do it for 30 minutes. You could do it for 3 breaths. You could do it whatever. Twice a day, 10 times a day, once a day. Just hold that vision, okay? The more we do that, the more power we give to this actually happening. So let's get to the cards. Simple cross, 6 cards, and I asked, what will the next 2 months look like for Donald Trump? The first card I got was the 5 of Visions. And I'm sorry, it's really dark here. It's getting late in the day. And so the light's not really all that good, but this is the 5 of Visions, and it's so hard to see it. There's a little girl running through the woods. She's lost her golden ball. It's fallen into the pond, and there's this frog sitting there. And what I got from my guides about this card, I'm so sorry about the glare, let's do that, was that this is Donald Trump. This is him losing his secrets. This is the golden ball. This is his corruption, his lies. This is the money that he's been, all of the secrets he's been trying to hold on to and keep from coming out, and he's now lost it. This is the frog prince. This is the prince who has been turned into a frog, and now he's going to go and he's going to become the hero and retrieve this golden ball and become the frog prince again, and he's going to expose all of this corruption. So this is what's at the heart, the center of the reading, and then crossing that was the moon, or in this case, it's called moonlight. This typically means secrets coming out, secrets coming to the surface. And what I got, sorry, the cats here, they get a little psycho. I hope I don't have to pause this and go get them. This card crossed this card like this. So what this means is, and what I got was, this is the, there was another word that I used for this. Challenges, hold on, I'm looking at my book. I'm not very familiar with this deck yet, so I want to make sure I get the right explanation of this book, or out of this book for you. Let's see, a temporary disappointment. This is disappointment. And what I got here was, where was it? It says, the princess chases her precious golden ball down a forest path, watching helplessly as it splashes into a deep pool. Nearby, a smiling frog also watches. He knows that the story is about to change. That's what I got. The story is about to change. The plot is about to thicken, or it is thickening right now. Okay, because Trump has lost, or he's about to lose, his golden ball. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? His golden ball. But anyways, and waiting, the reason why the plot is thickening and the reason why the story is about to change is because all the secrets are about to be revealed through this card. Okay? So that's at the center of the reading. At the base of the reading is the Child of Boons, or the Page of Coins in the traditional tarot. This is a gingerbread house. And this is what my guides told me this card means. This is representative of the house that Trump built, the presidency that Trump built, the administration that Trump built. There I go with the air quotes again. But gingerbread houses don't last. They're an illusion. It's not really a house. The rain's going to come down and dissolve the cookies and the gingerbread, and it's all going to crumble. Animals are going to come up and eat it. People are going to come up and eat it. That's what this is. This house is about ready to crumble. So at the base of this reading is Donald Trump's house, his presidency, his administration, everything falling apart and being exposed for the fakeness that it is, the illusion that it is. Okay? In the past is the Five of Spells, otherwise known as the Five of Wands. Fighting going on. This is what I got from my guides. Back here in the mat, there's a little frog that's just sitting. I don't know if you can see that. There's a frog that's just sitting up at the fence, up against this tree, not the fence, up against this tree, watching everybody else fight. That's Nancy Pelosi. She's watching all of this fighting going on. This is, the senators and the GOP senators, the GOP representatives, the DOJ, the Trump administration, all of these people here, this is all people from the GOP fighting each other and then fighting the Democrats. This little frog here is the Democrats. So there's all this fighting going on, all this bickering. And this is also the false victory of the Senate trial from the impeachment. This is a false victory. And that's where that's how I read this as the Five of Swords. I accidentally looked at this and saw Five of Swords, but as we know in tarot, there is no accident. You read intuitively and you follow your intuition, and my intuition went down that path of false victory. And I asked, is this the Senate trial for Donald Trump that he won? Didn't really win. And my guide said yes, that this is a false victory. It's a victory at a cost. And that's what the Five of Swords, that's how I read the Five of Swords. It's a victory at a cost. And that's one of the messages that came through in this card, victory at a cost. The GOP and the Senate acquitted him, and now they're going to pay for it. And Nancy's back here watching it all happen, and she's just waiting until it's time to make her move. And this is in the past. I think the time is almost here for her to make that move, or it has already come. Over the reading is the world. In this card, it's called the wide world. But in the regular tarot, this is the world card. And the world comes up at the end of a cycle. One cycle is about to end, and the world is watching. And that's what I got. His presidency is about to come to an end. And this was for the time period of in the next 2 months. So from now until February, I actually asked from now until April 15th. And they're showing me, according to the energy right now, the end of his presidency comes before April 15th. Okay. The outcome card. This is the 10 of Challenges, otherwise known as the 10 of Swords. And if you follow anybody reading tarot, you know that the 10 of Swords is probably one of the worst cards that you can get. It means painful endings. It's over. The battle has been lost. He has no more energy the fight is done. He's done. So the final outcome here is Trump is done. Over. Okay. So I thought, all right, well, can you give me an idea about when? Said, can you give me a day, a month and a day? And I started shuffling and I said, all right, what month? The 3, and the 3 came out of the deck. And I thought, okay, March. So I pulled out my pendulum and I said, what day? I said the first half of March or the second half of March. I got the second half. I said, okay, are we talking like March 15th to March 25th or March 26th to March 31st? March 26th to March 31st. And then I got it down to 3 days, the 29th, the 30th, 29th, 30th, or 31st. And I got the 30th. Those are the three right now, the 3 strongest days for his resignation are March 29th, 30th, and 31st. When I asked about April 1st, I got a no. I got a yes. My strongest yes was for March 30th. And if you think about it, William Barr is supposed to testify before Congress on March 31st. And from what it looks like, it's not going to go well. And I'm not going to get into all the news. You could watch Rachel Maddow, and you're probably, if you're watching Linda G and some of these other readers, you're probably getting some of that information anyway about all of the stuff that came out on William Barr last week and how he's interfering he's basically become Donald Trump's personal attorney. The Department of Justice has now become the Trump family law firm. And he's covering up, and Barr is covering up for Trump and interfering with legal cases that affect Trump. And he's interfering with the cases, like as you've probably heard, he's going after Trump's enemies, and he's trying to be lenient to Trump's friends. And this is going to backfire bigly on him. So March 30th is what I'm getting, and it is the end. Hold that vision in your mind that it's the end. But again, do it without fear and without anger and without hate. That's really important. You want to make sure that you're coming from a place of love and hope and faith and compassion. Okay? That is really important. I can't stress that enough. Just hold that vision, pray for love and light to come down and expose the truth, expose the lies, and to reveal everything and all the corruption, and to bring the truth forward, and to give courage to those who want to bring the truth forward so that they don't feel afraid for their lives. Okay? So this is a short one, but I hope you're happy with that. Love you all, and have a great week. All right, we'll see how this all plays out. Bye-bye.